In the depths of the Mediterranean, something waits beneath layers of volcanic ash and time itself. A civilization so advanced, so mysterious, that its very existence challenges everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. But what if the greatest mystery isn't whether Atlantis existed, but whether we've been looking in the wrong place all along? 2,400 years ago, the Greek philosopher Plato penned the most enduring mystery in human history. In his dialogues Timaeus and Critias, he described a naval empire of unimaginable power. Atlantis, a circular island nation, larger than Libya and Asia combined, ruled by the descendants of Poseidon himself. According to Plato's account, Atlantis controlled vast territories across the Mediterranean and Atlantic. Its capital city was a marvel of engineering, concentric rings of land and water connected by bridges and tunnels, with a golden temple at its heart. The Atlanteans possessed bronze weapons, elephant cavalry, and ships that could traverse the known world. But in a single day and night of misfortune, this mighty civilization vanished beneath the waves. 9,000 years before Plato's time. For millennia, scholars have debated a fundamental question. Was Atlantis real history or merely philosophical allegory? Plato claimed he received the story through Egyptian priests, passed down through generations. Yet no other ancient source mentions this mighty empire. Critics argue that Plato invented Atlantis as a cautionary tale about hubris and divine punishment. The numbers seem impossible. A civilization existing 9,000 years before recorded history, wielding technology that wouldn't appear for millennia. But what if the skeptics are wrong about the details, while being right about the allegory? What if Plato took a real catastrophe, a real lost civilization, and wrapped it in the mythology of his time? What if the truth lies not in the literal reading of his words, but in the shadows they cast? On the island of Crete, archaeologist Sir Arthur Evans made a discovery that would shake the foundations of ancient history. Beneath layers of earth and time, he unearthed the remains of a sophisticated Bronze Age civilization, the Minoans. This was no primitive society. The Minoans had developed Europe's first written script, built multi-story palaces with running water and flush toilets, and created art of stunning beauty and complexity. Their ships dominated Mediterranean trade routes for over 1,000 years. But around 1450 BCE, this advanced civilization abruptly collapsed. Their palaces burned, their cities abandoned, their sophisticated culture reduced to ash and memory. For decades, the cause remained a mystery. Then, in the 1960s, archaeologists turned their attention to a small island 60 miles north of Crete, an island that held secrets buried beneath tons of volcanic rock, Santorini. To modern tourists, it's a picture-perfect Greek island with whitewashed buildings and stunning sunsets. But beneath this serene facade lies evidence of one of the most catastrophic volcanic eruptions in recorded history. Around 1600 BCE, the volcano at Santorini exploded with the force of hundreds of nuclear weapons. The blast was so powerful it obliterated the center of the island, creating a massive caldera that still exists today. Ash from the eruption has been found across the eastern Mediterranean, in ice cores from Greenland, and in tree rings from California. The eruption would have triggered massive tsunamis, ash clouds that blotted out the sun, and climate disruption across the region. It was quite literally an apocalyptic event that could have ended civilizations in a single day and night. And at the buried city of Akrotiri, archaeologists found something extraordinary. Preserved beneath layers of volcanic ash, like a Bronze Age Pompeii, lay the remains of a sophisticated Minoan settlement. Multi-story buildings with advanced drainage systems, elaborate frescoes depicting dolphins, monkeys, and naval processions. Storage rooms filled with massive ceramic vessels, evidence of extensive trade networks. But here's what makes Akrotiri truly remarkable. There are no human remains, no bodies caught in the act of fleeing, no skeletons clutching precious belongings. It's as if the entire population simply vanished. The evidence suggests the inhabitants had warning, perhaps from smaller earthquakes, and evacuated before the final catastrophic eruption. But where did they go? And could their escape have carried stories of their lost homeland to distant shores? Consider the parallels between Plato's Atlantis and the Minoan civilization of Santorini. Both were advanced naval powers that dominated their region. Both were destroyed by natural disaster in a single day and night. Both disappeared from history, leaving only ruins and legends. But the timeline doesn't match. Plato placed Atlantis 9,000 years before his time. The Santorini eruption occurred only 1,002 his years before Plato wrote his dialogues. Could this be a simple error in transmission? A number distorted by centuries of oral tradition? Some scholars suggest that Plato, or his Egyptian sources, confused lunar years with solar years, or misinterpreted ancient numbering systems. Others propose that the story was deliberately modified to serve Plato's philosophical purposes. But there's another possibility, one that's far more unsettling. What if the Santorini eruption wasn't just the inspiration for the Atlantis story? What if it was the catalyst that preserved something far older and more mysterious? Recent archaeological discoveries have revealed that human civilization in the Mediterranean is far older than we once believed. Underwater archaeologists have found submerged ruins that predate known history, megalithic structures that challenge our understanding of ancient capabilities. The island of Santorini itself has layers of volcanic ash from multiple eruptions spanning thousands of years. Each layer could have buried civilizations, preserved their remains, hidden their achievements beneath the earth. What if the Minoans at Akrotiri weren't the first advanced civilization to call Santorini home? What if they built their city on the ruins of something even older, something that more closely matched Plato's impossible timeline? In the crystal-clear waters around Santorini, where tourists now swim and dive, lie the submerged remains of a lost world. Every year, new discoveries emerge from the depths, ancient walls, mysterious artifacts, evidence of human habitation that challenges our understanding of the past. The truth about Atlantis may not be an either-or proposition. It may not be a choice between Plato's philosophical invention and the historical reality of Minoan civilization. Perhaps the truth is more complex, more layered, like the volcanic ash that preserves and conceals in equal measure. Perhaps Atlantis lives in the space between fact and legend, between memory and myth, a real catastrophe that became a timeless story, a lost civilization that found immortality in the very tale of its destruction. The Mediterranean keeps its secrets well, but sometimes in the depths where sunlight barely reaches. Those secrets still whisper to those who know how to listen. The truth is out there, buried in time, hidden in shadows. We're just getting started. Subscribe to TabUnknown and uncover what they don't want you to know.